All right, now what I'm going to show you here is the options grid for Mastercard, but this is old, so I'm going to show you a real life options grid as well. We're going to go to E-Trade in a minute and look at some real prices of options that you can sell tomorrow if you want to. And but here, remember the five things you need to know about an option. What company is it? Well, the company is Mastercard. Uh, are you a buyer or are you a seller? I'm a seller, so I'm clicking sell right here because I want to receive income, so I'm selling something. Is it a call or is it a put? Oh, I'm going to sell a put. I could sell a call, but I'm going to sell a put. So I got 3 out of 5 down. What's my expiration date? What's my strike price? Well, that's not clicked on this side, even though it would be typically. But actually, over here, you can find that information. A lot of times, if you're not sure where to find the information you're looking for, just look around, and all the information is always made available no matter what your platform is. So here, it tells you everything you need to know. You're selling a MasterCard put. The strike is 535. So the current price here is 547. You're selling a put with a strike of 535, and the expiration date is April 11th. And that's clicked here, and it's also put in here. So what it then tells you is how to buy it, right? So you put the number of contracts you want right here. Every contract represents 100 shares. I put the number one, and then they give you the prices. So here you tell them what price you'd like to receive on the option that you're going to sell. You can pick any price you want, but it's better to pick something that's competitive. So if you're selling, you typically want to offer the bid price. You want to sell at the bid price. If you're buying, you usually have to pay the ask. The ask is the higher price. The buyers pay more than sellers receive. That's how the middleman makes their money. They buy low, sell high. Okay, so here I put 375. That means that my estimated credit, it is estimated because the transaction doesn't go through until it's confirmed, and I would get $374 off of this. Now, what else would matters here? Well, I can look down here where it shows max loss and the break even price and things like that. So here, you can see max loss is $53,125. Where does that number come from? Well, it comes from asking what happens if this contract gets exercised. What if on April 11th, when the buzzer strikes, the stock price is below the strike, 535. Well, I got to pay 535 for 100 shares. That's going to cost me $53,500. So this max loss, it's not really a true loss though. It's only seen as a loss if you don't want to own the stock. But if you want to own the stock, then it's a max investment. That's a better term to use. They say max loss, but it's not really a loss. It's an investment. So here at the bottom, you'd have to have this much money in your account to be able to collect the income from this trade. So here, if you're sitting on say $55,000 or 54,000 or something like five, actually $53,500 theoretically, you could then earn a little bit of income off of that on a regular basis just by selling these puts. Okay, and then on the expiration date, if you get to the point where it's going to be exercised, you could just not exercise. You could actually just roll it out. You could add more time and then just see what happens, see if the price moves in your favor. And that's something that people do as well. So really before you move in and you collect the income, you want to ask yourself all the what ifs. Like what if it doesn't hit the strike price? So that's easy. I'm going to get my money and keep going and do it again. What if it goes below the strike price? Well, okay, then I got to decide, do I want to have the baby or not have the baby theoretically, right? So now you've got this stock that's going to be delivered to you because you agreed to buy it, and you got until 4 p.m. on April 11th to make a decision. So if you decide you want to go ahead and take ownership of the stock, then you would say you just kind of let it get exercised, and they would take the money out of your account, and then you'd wake up on Monday and you'd have 100 shares of Mastercard stock. So this is not a max loss. Do not forget this.